I honestly feel bad for the original photographer. I really do. Like, you can see, like, he even has like an arrow pointed towards him, like the wedding photographer. Like, that's the
Yeah,
first.
but he's kind of like, you know what I also think it is like that moment where the TikTok photography approaches the clients, and you can see the photographer is trying to listen, and he's trying to be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Like he's like kind of like confused and trying to understand the situation, and I totally agree. Like I feel bad for him because it's not a great circumstance to be in for someone to try and like take over your shoot.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. No matter, but people can say, "Oh, it was just a fun little TikTok," but this original photographer is, a professional who's being paid, and it was again hand selected by these two clients who are getting married. So they chose him for a reason. They chose him based on his work ethic, based on his style, based on the his previous work, and then you have this random person who wants, just because he has a lot of followers, he thinks like, let me just interrupt this guy's job and
Yeah.
get do a little TikTok video, even if it's 1 minute, even if it's 30 seconds. It's still not, it's not a nice thing to do. And this TikToker might be the nicest. Look, we don't know. I don't know him personally. Do you know him, Flannery? We both
No.
don't know him. He might be the nicest guy ever. Maybe he's not aware of the wedding photography community and the work that we do and what we go through on a day-to-day basis with weddings. But it's, hopefully he learns from this, from the response. I don't think he was. Do you think he was anticipating this type of response? Because it was kind of, people were upset.
I don't think he anticipated a negative backlash, and I think that's why there's this second video floating around with more of like an explanation and showing the consent of the wedding photographer.
I gotta see this. Where is
I
this video? I gotta see this.
it's in the link you sent me.
Oh, no way.
There's two videos. There's like a rotating carousel.
Let's
It's the
see.
first video is the explanation one you rotate through, and the second one's the original one. But I do have to say that it is also the responsibility of the wedding photographer and the photographer who set up to shoot to stand up for your own shoot. And he did give consent. You did see in that
True.
video that he agreed, and he said 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So, I think personally we both have our own opinions of how we would handle it. But at the end of the day, this photographer did give consent, and he said you can use these like models, this couple in this instance, this location, everything that I've set up for 5 minutes, go for it. So I think, that's also something to be said, that like you might disagree with it, but at the end of the day, if those people in that scenario have given consent, then, it is what it is. So technically at the end of the day, in that instance for both parties, nothing is amiss, but for us, like I think both of us would have not been appreciative of someone like coming in like that.
You know what, though? I can understand why the original photographer, gave consent, but I think deep down he did not want to. But he was put in an awkward situation, very uncomfortable, and he didn't want to be seen maybe by his clients as being difficult, or like,
Totally.
when you're put in that
Yeah.
situation, you don't want your, what if his clients really did think it was like a cool little experience, and then he's prohibiting them from doing that. He's like keeping them from this like cute little moment, and you never know. So
Yeah.
I think no matter what, it he it was like, for him, he wasn't winning anything either way,
Yeah.
whether he agreed to
Yeah.
it, whether he didn't agree.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I'm sure that this TikToker did not anticipate the reaction that he got, because there were so many upset responses. Like, let's read some of these comments,
Yeah.
shall we?
Let's.
Somebody wrote, "This was incredibly disrespectful to the photographer. This couple chose and paid to capture their day. I don't care how amazing you think your photos are. Butting in to take over some precious minutes from someone else was a bad move, and I hope this isn't something you do again. If I were the couple's chosen photographer, I'd be pissed, but you put him and the couple on the spot, so I feel for them in this instant. And also, you know what they wrote? They're like, side note, showing off your portfolio while their photographer just stood there, no, not okay, which that's very interesting, because now I'm kind of realizing that he did do that. He was showing his portfolio off, which I think that just like adds salt to the wound. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, look how amazing,
Totally.
look how more amazing I am than this person right here. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like a total,
It's like a flex.
I want to use the bad word.
It's like a flex.
I'll bleep it out. It's a dick move, okay? It really is.
He was like flexing so hard. The
It's
photographer's
not
like,
good. It's not classy.